Well, it snowed, but I'm out for a ride. It's 34 degrees, but it actually doesn't feel too bad right now. Got off work early today, so I have to take advantage. Look how pretty. I just love the look of snow. I don't like being cold, but I sure do love the look of it. The road's dried up nicely, so I should be fine. There's a shady spot where it may not be completely melted yet, but shouldn't be icy. The road's too warm. Oh, I love this. Oh, there's a deer. 2 deer. So I can't wear my rear view mirror on my goggles, and I don't like that at all. I don't like not seeing behind me. So I live that way, up that road. And I'm in the shade right now. It's cold, but I'm enjoying it. Everything looks so different, so fresh with snow on it. My fingers are a little cold and my nose and lips are a little cold. Other than that, I'm doing okay. I was hoping I was going to see a lot of deer in these fields, but not really. Maybe 10 so far, but not very many at all. I don't know why it doesn't feel that cold to me. Chilly, but not freezing. And it pretty much is at the freezing point. But I'm enjoying it, so whatever. I'm actually thinking that I'm gonna be taking off my vest soon here. Whoa! Because I'm getting warm. I'm not going downhill anymore. Well, I'm heading up toward the canyon. I'm not gonna go all the way up there. I don't have the kind of time I would need for that, but I'm heading that way. I'm just doing a 10-mile ride. Maybe 12. Not too long. Those clouds are really sitting on top of the mountains. I just had to take my hat off for this climbing portion. It's not steep, but it's consistent. And I was already quite warm, so when I took my goggles off, I realized there's sweat all around the band. 34 degrees, and I'm not freezing to death. So strange. I did not understand it at all. Maybe the time I've been spending outside this winter in an attempt to acclimate myself to the cold is working. That'd be nice, because I love living here, and I was ready to leave this place because I couldn't handle the cold. But I was having health issues, so I think this is going to make a huge difference for me in enjoying the winter, not getting so depressed when it's too cold to go outside. I keep forgetting that without my hat on, this helmet is big. Seems to fit fine when there's a hat on my head, but even the thin wool hat that I had on made a big difference. Actually, the other hat that I wear under my hat usually, but I couldn't find today, is even thinner, and it seems to fit fine with that one too. Just with no hat, it feels huge. I can hear a ATV coming up behind me. Oh, they're going slow. All right, so I just turned around and I'm gonna be heading down. But first, I just had to look at the view before I get going. I think I'm gonna zip up my coat, but not put my hat back on. I think that's all I'm gonna do. Look at that view behind me. Ah! There's those deer again. I just saw them cross across the road. Sun's starting to peek out again. I am really loving this ride. Best winter ride ever. My left hip and knee are not very happy right now. I can only guess it's because of the cold, because this hill is not that bad. My knee tends to hurt in the cold. Look at that. Sundog or something like that. I think it's a sundog. I was told it's only a sundog if the circle goes all the way around the sun, but it's not. It's just one little spot on both sides. I cannot say enough good things about ski helmets. They have these built-in ear pads. Keeps your ears warm, or at least warmer. It's working pretty good for me. And my eyes haven't teared up at all with these goggles on. And there's like one hole up here, and then these two holes. So it just stays warmer in the hat. The rainbow on the Sundog just got better. Now I'm gonna be in the shade for the last little bit of my ride, so I think I'm gonna put my hat back on, because I didn't do that on the way down the hill, and it was starting to get a little chilly. Plus I need to tuck this back in so it'll stay on my nose. Buff pulled up over my chin, check. Hat on under my helmet, check. Ready to go. I had forgotten to put my goggles on until I saw myself on the screen though. They're kind of weird and pink colored. I'm not used to it still. Yeah, the sun is behind the clouds now, and it's not going to come back out because those clouds go all the way to the horizon. So it is time for me to get home, because it's going to start getting pretty cold here. And now I'm going through shade for the rest of the ride. I might get lucky and hit a sliver of light, because you can see a little bit out there, but I'm not counting on it. You can see the little bit of sun that's left up high. Not too much down low with the clouds. Although I guess there's a hole in the clouds because the lower portion of that mountain is lit up. So maybe I will get a little bit of sunlight. We'll see. I found all the deer. I don't think they were there when I went by earlier, but I don't think so. I mean, it's possible I could have missed them, but I don't think so. I usually spot them pretty good, and there's a lot of them. Oh, there's not much prettier than a winter scene. At least not in my opinion. Maybe I'll love being outside by the time spring comes around. I'll have learned to love being in the cold. We'll see. Okay, something awesome happened. I went to a bike collective. They're having to close their doors, unfortunately, but they're selling off their bikes. They're all used, refurbished. So the picture that they posted had the wheel of a bike just barely in the corner of it, and I thought to myself, that sure looks like a gravel bike. It's like, well, maybe I'll go see if they have a fat bike for the winter, because I don't have a fat bike and I think it would be very useful. But I didn't think it was likely, and I also didn't think it was likely I'd find a gravel bike either. But hey, why not? They're having a sale. So I went, and they actually had a gravel bike, and it seems to fit me pretty well, and I got a really good deal on it, so I bought it. I didn't use it today because I don't have any racks or bags for it. No fenders. And when I left work, the road was slushy and snowy and gross. So I brought my touring bike because it has fenders on it and racks and mounts for bags, so I could bring extra clothes. Well, that's the road I go down, and I just came back up. And the sun is beginning to set so beautifully. Oh, look at that. Seriously gorgeous. So, the sun's about to set. I really do need to get home, but I had to stop and see this. Just awe-inspiring. Even better through my goggles because it's all pink and it looks like there's an amazing sunset going on now, but I am learning that that's not true. It's not going on in the real world, only through my rose-colored goggles. So this is what it looks like through my goggles. It's totally different. Look at that. I mean, I enjoy seeing things like this. Maybe I should wear rose-colored glasses all the time, because that's pretty cool. And that's what it looks like without my goggles. Still pretty, just not exactly the same. I started the ride in 34 degrees with sunlight. Felt really good. And I'm ending the ride without sunlight and 29 degrees. Feels completely different. But that's all right. I made it, I did it, and I'm not freezing. Okay, I'm pulled up to my car, so I'm gonna sign out. See you next time. Until then, get outside. No excuses. Wild turkeys looking for dinner. They're gonna start roosting soon.